I think this is something that's extremely important for a lot of storytellers to realize early on. Because I remember when I was starting out with screenwriting and I was writing just feature scripts, and the stories that I was writing about had nothing to do with me or my life. They were really based on what I watched, what I saw. And that to me, it's like, why rewrite another story that already exists, right? And that already exists in a very good, successful way. But it's okay to start off doing that because as a beginner, as a novice, you want to learn. And when you're a novice, you learn to copy, right? You want to write the next Godfather. You want to write whatever favorite movie you love, like Ito Mama Tambien, like all the great films, right? So it's in learning and being do we start to learn as a novice, as a storyteller. When you get to a point in storytelling, when you start to draw your own personal experiences because you've lived a very, hopefully, a colorful, fruitful life, you can draw upon your own experiences as a human being to be able to tell those personal stories, those personal things that have happened to you that you can apply in your work. And in being able to apply those personal things, people will resonate with it because those emotions, those feelings, those things that you've gone through, maybe it's happy, maybe it's tragic or traumatic, all of those things are all part of the human experience. So there isn't any other human being in the world not resonate. Is at least one person in this big world that will resonate with you. And if you're able to touch another human being in that very profound, deep way, where you're telling something that's very specific and authentic and personal to you, it's that much more compelling because it's happened to someone else. And because of that, you feel that very deep connection with that other person. I think of reading books and watching movies where it's not necessarily my experience, but there's something very human about it. Everyone has felt love or this feeling of envy or jealousy or wanting to revenge or avenge. All of these emotions are things that we can draw upon from our own personal experiences, and not say that every single project you work on should be about you and your story, but how can you draw upon your personal experiences to make it feel that much more believable and authentic because it comes from a real place. That's the point of how do you, by telling a more personal and specific story, you do make it universal because you're talking to a very universal human truth.